side angle, the benefits. It strengthens the ankles, the knees, legs, hips, and shoulders. It tractions and rotates the spine. It nourishes the vertebrae and discs. It deepens our understanding of lines of energy. It creates length and openness in the energy body. Am I going too fast?
Are you okay?
It creates sense of lightness and ease in mind and emotions. It tones the abdominal organs and opens the physical and energetic heart. So contraindications would be those with knee, hip, or back pain should begin modifications. And modifications are, so let me just set up first. One would be to place a block here. That would be one modification. Another modification is just to keep this arm back here. So this might be where they're at for a while. Another one is to use the wall, so that maybe they can lean into the wall for stability. And when they're here with the arm not over, you might just have them focus on opening up through the chest and heart area, you know, dialing that heart upward. Pressing firmly through the foot, making sure the knee is aligned with the middle toe. So they're strengthening their foundation here, right? The adjustment would be if the arm is extended, sorry, I'm making sure, yeah. The arm is extended over, again here this might be one where you have them press into me, like where you press your arm into the forearm and tell them to press into your hand, so then they engage the muscles. Now, one of the adjustments that I have to do a lot is I see a lot of times people do this, an extended side angle. See the difference in my body versus, you see the line of energy?
Yep.
Okay, so a lot of times people do this. So I'll take their arm out, and then I will place my hand here. Do you want to be my model?
Yep.
I'll put a block here. And let me set up. Yeah, so I might take the arm back like this, and then guide it, not touching the elbow or the shoulder joint. Yeah, and go ahead, take it out, and then flop it over like we see some people do. And notice how it feels in your body.
Oh, wait. Oh, it actually hurts. It just causes spasm.
Oh,
No, it's good.
and then, do you feel the difference?
Oh, so much more length.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you activate and engage muscles that you don't when you just flop the arm over. Plus there's a different line of energy.
Yeah, it's easier to open up as well.
Yeah, and I always tell them too.
It feels good.
Yeah, oh, you can go, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Well, I always tell them too to think about the energy coming from the tips of the fingers all the way down to the right foot. And then from the right foot all the way to the, you know, so they really are opening up the side body and they're feeling the energy flow.
Oh. Yeah, that feels good.
Thank you. Do you guys have any questions about extended side angle? Good? Okay.
Sliding forward is neat.
Yeah, so a lot of times that's just guiding the arm out and then back in the proper way. You know, most of it's gonna be cued. I don't know if you guys have ever been in that pose for a long time, but, and I love how it says that it creates sense of lightness and ease in the mind and emotions. Usually if I'm there a long time, I'm like cursing at the yoga teacher in my mind. I'm like, come on, get me out of this, you know. So I don't like to go and doing a lot of adjustments. Most of it's cued verbally, but that arm is pretty important. So I will do. Okay, and you know, another cue is dialing the heart towards the ceiling again. We're opening up that upper torso. So the next one is standing wide leg forward fold. And the benefits are it strengthens and stabilizes the legs. It lengthens the hamstrings and inner thigh muscles. It tractions the spine and hydrates the spinal discs. It circulates fluids and energy to the trunk and head. Circulates fluids and energy to the trunk and head. It invigorates the brain. So contraindications would be high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, hernia, or reflux. Yeah, so you know, a lot of those things we don't really want them bending forward. So modifications, you can have them bend the knees slightly. So there's two different ways. You can have them have their feet parallel, but if they have low back pain, I have them turn the toes in slightly. And I always say, so it feels like you're trying to spread the mat apart with your feet, you know. This helps with low back pain and helps to stabilize and provide more stability, I guess. Bending the knees slightly would be a modification. Block in the middle of stance for hands. Or they can place the hands on the hips, and they don't have to come all the way down. Maybe you just have them come down halfway. So that's another modification. And then, does anybody want to be my model?
I'll do that one.
Okay.
This is not, I know this one.
Well, I'm gonna
I
say
that.
I got
this
one.
one.
I
And then
got
it's
it.
up here, and then I'm gonna shoot it again. Oh no.
Just
Oh no.
block if you want it.
Just go.
Yep. So you might place a hand here for stability, proprioceptive input. The other one would be, and I know it's really strange, and she's kind of high up. Like if they were like one of the adjustments that they tell you is to put your knees into their back and to grab onto their thighs.
Huh.
How would you do that?
Might pass on that
What
one.
further could you do that?
So it would be like this. Does that feel like you're getting anything?
Not
Like
really.
a bend? Sorry if I'm too close.
Now we're a Cirque du Soleil here.
Right.
I think it feels a little bit more, a little bit more, but
Yeah. But I feel like this is just enough, and you could even do this.
Oh yeah, that one lends
Yeah,
itself
that
nicely
does.
to that one. Yep.
I'll stick to that one, she
Yes.
says.
That's good.
Flow now.
Thank you, Denise. And yeah, when you're
I
coming
contribute where I
out,
can.
super important to tell them, you know, heel toe those
Oh,
feet
yeah.
in, you know, just to come up and
Okay.
bend the knees, you know.
Go up slowly.
Now, if they want to do full funky stuff, that's on them. You know, there's people, you know, eventually you can get to the point where you can hop in, right? But when people are first starting out, I would, you know, have them press the hands into the earth, heel toe, take their time, bend the knees for support, come up nice and slow.
That's just one of my favorite poses, that's all. I love it.
That's one of my favorites.
In the winter time, stand up under the heater, like the fireplace. Do that.
Well, and remember too, coming out of poses, that's when most injuries happen. So guiding them out of the pose.
Yes, will be just never important.
Oh, that's a different stretch.
Okay. Walk and move your hands, hands and hips are close.
Does it make your back feel better?